This is part 2 of our bedroom makeover. If you're just joining us, I'm giving our primary bedroom a refresh using paint and new accessories to give it a whole new vibe. We left off on the beginning stages of painting in the last video. Today, you'll see me finish painting the room, follow me on a thrift trip, and work out a couple of DIYs for the space. Let's get into it. So I found a set of 6 of these brass light switches on eBay for like $15. And this room only really causes for one light switch plate, but I couldn't resist swapping it out early. I think replacing plastic outlet covers and switch plates for brass or even polished nickel is such an impactful update that can easily be done on a budget just by sourcing secondhand. I'm on a spontaneous trip to the thrift store, and I am going to take you in here with me because I need some retail therapy, and I also need some things for the bedroom. So let's see if we find anything at all. This is cute. I don't know. Do I need this? It's just one little chair. This is interesting. I love this. I was stalking this one, but then I saw this one. This is more interesting. To both Mark's, which is a local like grocery store here, and we went to the Goodwill. So I've got some really good things to show. Mine is 2 lamps, not shown here. Okay, so we're in the bedroom again today. We have a little bit of time. The boys are off on a play date, and I am going to jump into action and try to paint as much more of this room as I can while they're gone. So we got paint on pretty much all of the walls, but it's only one coat. We need another coat around the whole entire room, and we also need to paint behind some of the larger pieces that I did not get, like this dresser and our smaller dresser that acts as our nightstand on the other side. So yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling and just get right into it and try to film as I go. So I found a really good tip on how to, am I in the frame? I think so. But anyway, found a tip online on how to get the least amount of paint spillage on your paint can. Yeah. There we go. But to get the least amount of spillage, we'll put some painter's tape in like a triangle shape, like an arrow, along the edge of the paint can, or along the top of the paint can, like so. And what's supposed to happen is it's going to come out just in a nice uniform stream through this little bit of an arrow shape that we have here. So if I am doing this correctly, we should have a pretty clean pour into the can of paint. 9 times out of 10, I am not doing this correctly. But if you can gather how I'm trying to achieve this, then maybe you can do it better. Yeah. It's spilling off on the side. I don't know. Look at that! Oh! I'm an idiot. Well, it would have been clean if I didn't try to show off me doing it correctly. Anywho, let's move on, shall we? I just wanted to go back over this door with like another coat. It's pretty much good to go. I just Okay, I got in the groove and pretty much forgot to record, but we made a lot of progress. I think once the paint dries, I will be able to see how much more I have to go over and redo. In this section over here, I got as far down to this bit of floor, and on this wall I need to paint all the way behind the headboard, and as you can see, there are like little spots that needed like a second coat. And let's see what's going on behind the door. Yeah, behind the door needs a second coat as well. So we are doing really good. I think that just this back wall right here is all we have left. My favorite part is the decorating, and we're getting so close, so close. Also, I really love what's happening here, like this room to room view. I love seeing that. But right here is the bathroom, and I painted that last year, I believe. But anyway, I am sweating, I'm tired, but I'm gonna keep going because I can taste the finish line. But I've already put a plant in this back wall. I think I shared before how I painted this little corner table, and I was going to put the plant over here in this corner, but I have a tilting mirror that I plan to put over here, and it's kind of wide, so the plant stand is going to go here. Hopefully once I get the bed pushed back, there will be some decent clearance between the chair and the bed. But yeah, I'm liking what's happening. This entire wall is, I'm gonna call it done. I may go in with my brush and just do a couple little touch-ups if I see any. I don't know, my eyes are really playing tricks on me right now, but yeah, I'm really happy. I'm happy. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta keep going. Okay, I'm exhausted. It is 8:30. I have done, I think, the bulk of what was left to do, and I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. I am filthy and need to take a shower. I like to put my paintbrushes and even my rollers in Ziploc bags and fill them as tight as I can and put them in the fridge, and that'll keep the bristles, I guess, moist, and so that you can use it again without the bristles getting hard. Even sometimes after I wash a paintbrush, I notice that some of the leftover paint that I didn't get very well becomes hard, and then the paintbrush is just ruined. So yeah, I'm gonna put these in the fridge, and I will take a look at the room tomorrow in daylight and with fresh eyes and assess any other touch-ups that I might need to do. But I think we did good tonight. So one of the swatches or the swap outs that I talked about in the bedroom refresh is the light fixture, and I wanted something very budget friendly but would also pack a nice decorative punch. So this is what came to mind, one of these paper lantern type of light fixtures. And I also picked up, of course, another or the attachment that it would hang from. So I'm gonna put this together and see how it looks. I chose a different shape outside of just your normal spear shape. This one is a little bit more oval or oblong. So I'll take a look at it and see, put it together and see how it looks. Okay, so I don't know what week we are on this bedroom refresh, but this week our focus is on doing some of the, I guess, projects that will make up the finishing pieces in the space. So today I want to work on something that is, I think, crucial to this project because I love it so much. So I picked up a beautiful tilting mirror from Facebook Marketplace. The seller neglected to tell me that it was damaged. I noticed it when I got home, and we're gonna try to fix it. So let me show you what I'm working with. So this is part of the cheval mirror, tilting mirror, standalone mirror, however you recognize this to be. So this is the base, and you can already tell how just gorgeous it is. I'm not sure what type of wood it is, but it's very, very well made. And unfortunately, but also fortunately for me, since it's well made, it should be not so difficult to repair. So I've watched a couple of videos on YouTube University, and I am hopeful that I can repair what is this crack right here. So I just sanded some of the bottom of it where there was some old crusty residue from old wood glue. So as you can see, there is a pretty severe crack that is connecting the base to the leg. And because of this severe crack, we have a very not secure leg here. And this is where the mirror is going to actually connect to. And the mirror is also pretty good quality as well, meaning it's heavy, thick glass, thick frame, and I am super nervous to connect the mirror to this base, knowing that this is so unstable. My first thought was to use some wood glue and clamps. I went and picked up some clamps at a local place. It might not be local, it might be statewide, but I went and picked up clamps, and I purchased 36-inch clamps, as you can see here. And my reasoning for purchasing 36-inch clamps is because my logic is I'm going to get wood glue in this crack, nice and saturated in this crack, and just clamp the heck out of it as tight as I can, and leave it for a couple of days, maybe a day, or and then hopefully that will give it enough secureness to withstand or withhold the mirror that goes on here. That's my logic, and that's my hope. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I should even be trying to repair this. What I do know is that I have the right concept, I have the right thought, and I did enough research to know what I need to use. I just want to try on my own to repair this without having to reach out to someone who is a little bit more professional. So here I'm just trying to clean up as much of the glue that's stuck in the cracks before I put in any wood glue. So I'm just kind of moving this piece of sandpaper back and forth to sand down the glue that's in there as much as I can, really. and hopefully that will allow me to have a more cleaner, I guess, surface to apply the glue to and clamp down. Not sure if this is the best way to go about cleaning up any glue residue, but I'm just doing my best here. I don't know. Also, I don't know if we can see this, but take a look here. There is some kind of joint here that I guess connects the two pieces together, the leg and the base. I'm gonna need to try and bring this joint back down before clamping it. So we're gonna put the glue in, and I don't think I show what I have to put the glue in. Okay, here I have just an empty syringe. I bought a pack of syringes on Amazon, and they came with different little nozzles, and I'm going to put the wood glue in here, warmed up a bit to kind of loosen it up, and just kind of push the glue inside of these little cracks, or this long big gap right here, so that it really gets in the gets distributed really well. So I thought that was a really genius trick by the woodworker, and I'm gonna try it myself. Once we put the glue in, we're gonna mallet or hammer the leg back to the base where that little joint is, and then we'll clamp it down if all goes well. So I have this glue here heating up in this copper vessel, and I'm going to, once it's warmed up a little bit, put it in a syringe. Now, the man in the video said to do this, or maybe he just did it. I don't know. I can't exactly remember why. I think it has something to do with getting the glue a little more runny, or maybe it has something to do with the glue adhering better when it's warm. I'm not quite sure. I'm just doing what he said to do. Yeah. Oh, that's probably too much. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Am I doing this right? This is too much? Do you think this is too much glue? I don't know. Okay, and then I'm gonna use a hammer to like hammer down. Going in. Okay. Get it up in there. Like, girl, oh my God, I'm making a mess. Okay. Now we clamp. Okay, we're gonna use the other clamp. Okay, this is my situation. Glue has been oozing out of here like crazy. I've been wiping it off as it's coming out, but that's good, because if it's oozing out, that means it's clamped well. I think I do need to clamp it just a little bit more. I don't know, maybe here. I just feel like it's not as tight, but my hands are hurting. and I don't know if I can clamp it any further. But yeah, and then there was also a little bit of oozing over here, so there obviously was a bit of a gap here, so this whole entire little section needs to be clamped. But yeah, I have one clamp going this way, and then another clamp going this way on the other opposite side of the legs, and I'm hoping this is a good enough hold. I may have benefited from one more clamp, but this is what we have so far. Okay, so this is the very next day. I waited 24 hours exactly before removing the clamps. I just wanted to make sure that the glue completely dried and cured before removing the clamps and proceeding to put the mirror back on the base. And before bringing it back in the room, I made sure that the leg was completely secure and would hold this really heavy mirror. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling with it. So I brought it back in the room and attached it to its base using the little clamps that are on the back. And here I'm just tightening that mechanism as tight as it can go on either side. And now I'm just putting the mirror back, making sure it's at the angle that I want it. Give it a little wiggle, and yeah. So I don't know if I talked too much about this mirror. This is a $15 thrift find that I intend to put in the bedroom once everything is all said and done. But currently I'm working on kind of refinishing it or reviving it. I want to make it look like a gilded mirror or like an antique gold type of finish. And these little beadings that you see along this area where there used to be some type of trim piece is actually hot glue. So I used some hot glue and just try to do small dots as uniform as possible along this trim to, I guess, replicate what would be on an antique gilt mirror. So yeah, we're gonna spray paint the entire piece in a off black color and then go over that with a crafting brush and some rub and buff to kind of emulate what will be an antique finish. So we're working on this weekend and simultaneously trying to finish the bedroom. So yeah, just all the little finishes, and I will check back in when I got a little bit more progress on this. Okay, what you just saw is me putting the first coat on this mirror I thrifted. I'm going to go in after I put in a coat of this like off black, sort of metallic black primer or paint, and I'm gonna go in and put a coat of rub and buff all over just to see if that'll give it a more of an antique finish. So you see here is where I did all of the little dots, and that's hot glue. Someone did give me a tip though to use the little, I guess, silicone feet that you would put on the bottom of glassware or vases to keep them from scratching your counters. Yeah, I personally have not had much luck with those things. I purchased some of those actually for some of my glass sugar canisters in my kitchen, and they just kind of slid off. So I was worried that that would do the same thing with this. But this hot glue, it has deemed to be very strong and industrial almost like, so I think we're good with this. Yeah, we're gonna do a coat of this paint, and this is the metallic Rust-Oleum finish in a flat finish actually, in their color Soft Iron. And yeah, I've used this in combination with the Rub and Buff, particularly the gold leaf, and I've gotten kind of a antique gold finish on some picture frames, so I figured this would be the same concept. So yeah. Okay, so today is a new weekend, a new day, a new project, and I've tried out the gold leaf in this small section on the mirror that we have here, and I'm liking the tone. This has been sitting for a while and it's not transferring, so I think I'm good with just putting the gold leaf right on top without having to like seal it or anything. But I'm thinking I also want to girl, focus. Hi. I'm thinking I also want to do the gold leaf Rub and Buff in conjunction with, I have some leftover antique gold. I think I just want to try it out and see what the color looks like. So this is already the gold leaf. I'm just gonna wipe on some antique gold on top of that to see how that will look. It's definitely a lot lighter. It is more of like a champagne-y type of gold. It's hard to multitask. The antique gold is more of, I would say, a yellow gold, and the antique gold is definitely a lighter gold, like a champagne gold. I would say it's a little bit of pinky undertone too. So I might just go with the gold leaf all over. I just wanted to see what this would look like, and I'm not sure it's giving the vibe. I want that nice warm gold. So we tried it out, but we don't like it. Okay, back to the gold leaf. I'm gonna try right next to the antique gold so you can kind of see. See how that's a lot warmer than that. This is the antique gold and this is the gold leaf. And we're just doing it right on top of the black or the off black paint we have here. Okay, I just had to bring the mirror in here just to see it up against the wall. I'm super excited to decorate, but I'm gonna leave you here. We're gonna be decorating this entire space in part 3 of this, I guess, series, and wrapping up the bedroom refresh. My favorite part. Can't wait to show you. And by the way, this lamp was like $6 at the thrift store. I still have the sticker on there, of course, in very true me fashion, but the lamp and the lampshade were separate pieces. I kind of pieced them together, and I'm actually kind of liking this situation. This might stay. I don't know. We'll see in the decorating video, but let me give it a little close up. It just looks, it looks like it could be a nice, I guess, patina brass mirror or gilt mirror. It looks like it was supposed to be this way, and I'm happy. See you in the next video.